This is a counterpoint argument about how our criminal justice system is corrupt and how it is not corrupt. Our criminal justice system is corrupt because there are people who go against our social norms and create crimes themselves. Earlier this year reported that former Biscayne Park Police Chief Remando Asaste was obsessed with having a perfect clearance rate for his property crimes. In turn, his staff reportedly told officers if they see any black walking through the streets, they have somewhat of a record, arrest them, and pin all burglaries on them. As a result, a series of people has been framed for crime, including Aramis, who was falsely arrested for 5 auto burglaries. The arresting officer admitted that he lied in his report, and Ben confessed to the burglaries and gave details about the crime. Following an investigation, the former police chief was sentenced to 3 years in prison. That's actually less time received for one of the men falsely convicted for home burglary under Estino's direction. A Baltimore police officer was indicted earlier this year after body cam footage showed him planting evidence in a drug arrest. Since body cams are more prevalent now, one more or think might cut down on practice or cops might be more crafty. But planting evidence is only the tip of the iceberg. And I will show you an example of cops planting evidence to incriminate people to incarcerate them.
I come through the light, I get pulled over. All right, the deputy asked if he could search my truck. I told him yes, he may search my truck. I'm sitting on the phone right now. He goes in the passenger side. He sees, I don't know, God knows what. He goes around to the other side, the door going on open, and he comes back with a spoon, which is what I use to eat my yogurt with. And in the spoon, there is laying a little bitty, like I guess a little tiny bag. He says it tests positive for methamphetamine. So I guess I'm going to go to jail, and it damn sure ain't mine, and nobody's been in my truck.
How our criminal justice system is not corrupt. Imagine a world with fewer laws in which jails and prisons are the default response to all social problems. Our criminal legal system is not broken, but doing exactly what it is designed to do. An officer locked someone up who was in a high drug zone and high crime rates. Who wouldn't be suspicious? But a Kentucky woman who almost jailed for 6 months for the refusal of same-sex marriage license. Because of her religion, she has the right to do that, right? Example might be the same-sex marriage. Same-sex marriage was banned in many places, and also same-sex PDA in public. Very smart lawyers brought those cases 40 years ago. They essentially lost everywhere, including the U.S. Supreme Court. Then years later after that, other lawyers, and actually some lawyers using the same words, challenged same-sex marriages banned again. This time they prevailed. It wasn't because the 14th Amendment changed or because they became better lawyers. It was because they had a movement in our society that changed the way of their thinking about the same-sex marriage. What we in criminal justice need to understand is that we are a part of a social movement, and we do train the right people as necessary. And until we believe that we are a part of a movement, I don't suspect the courts are fundamentally going to alter this. As long as our criminal justice system lock up the real criminals and the ones who need to be incarcerated and continue to move with the social wave, how can our criminal justice system be corrupt? Our criminal justice system is designed off emotion, greed, and sociology problems. instead of justice, putting people away who are ultimately wrong, and that's why I think our criminal justice system is corrupt. Our criminal justice system is not broken because we train the right people to do their jobs, and necessary as society changes and law changes. A person's perception and can take matters into a situation and alter what's lawfully right. I am not saying what the officers and the lady did was right, but what would you do in these situations? That's why I don't think our criminal justice system is corrupt.